Alternate timelines where television or video games were invented much earlier. A dive across ecotech divergent strands. Across multiversal drift records, several timelines exhibit technocultural acceleration, where electronic entertainment emerged decades, even centuries, ahead of ours. These strands often emerge due to early breakthroughs in vacuum tube miniaturization, crystal resonance computing, alchemical electricity, or societal shifts that prioritize leisure technologies over warfare. Here are 5 major eco-timelines where television or video games were invented much earlier. Alternate Timeline 1, the Etherlight broadcast era. Eco-timeline, Echo 2Z. TV invented, 1884. Historical divergence point. A German inventor named Louise Turnwald discovered phosphenic lensing, a method of stimulating phosphor reactions with rhythmic electric currents. Crucially, she was mentored by a secret society of natural philosophers who preserved lost Greek optics research, traced back to Hero of Alexandria. Their influence helped divert scientific funding from ballistic chemistry to visual cognition. Outcome: by 1898, Europe had a rudimentary version of live drama broadcasts, phantom theater. Programming often featured seance dramatizations, mechanical opera, mythic recreations performed with gaslight-driven stage doppelgangers. Example shows: Phantom Theater, the original mythic stage transmission. Mythic plays projected through gaslight shadow arrays. Wraith Court, a serialized ghost court drama. Legal drama judged by ghosts. Zeus on Trial, reinterpretations of Greek myths as legal procedurals. Olympus as courtroom. The Hollow Saints, bio-automaton monks solving spiritual crimes. Clockwork Monk detectives. The Last Night of Atlantis, a tragic steam fantasy epic, steampunk soap opera tragedy. No video games yet, but bored automata using emotion gears emerged in salons as early prototypes. Why it didn't happen here? Turnwald's historical equivalent was a lesser-known inventor, whose 1882 designs were stolen and buried by industrial rivals. Without her visionary leadership, phosphor screen development stalled until the 1920s. Additionally, the rise of militarized nationalism diverted funding away from visual experimentation. Alternate Timeline 2, the Steam Arcade Revolution. Echo, Timeline Echo 4R, the Copperlight Drift. Games, invented, 1905. TV, developed later as Echo screens. Tech, steam electromechanical hybrid cabinets using punch cards and rotating logic wheels. Arcades became social centers in London, New York, and Tokyo by 1920. Historical divergence point. In 1861, a German-American inventor named Gerhard Fellstrom miniaturized Babbage-style logic gears using mica-laced alloys and created the first pneumatically triggered logic spool. This allowed mechanical thinking engines, small enough to fit in rooms. Logic-based entertainment devices by 1890. The rise of arcade parlors in London, Boston, Vienna, and Yokohama. The Arcade Age, 1905 to 1929. These were cathedrals of brass and illusion. Example games. Dr. Hexley's Labyrinth Engine, a first-person puzzle explorer with multi-room feedback, using rear projection and fog machines. Golem Chess, a war strategy game with self-moving figurines powered by spring-thought cores. Hearts of Air and Iron, a romance sim played via turning gears and scent-released memories. Punch Card Nightmares, horror game run through a steam-fueled dream loop player. Arcade operators were called conductors, dressed in velvet waistcoats, and often doubled as narrative guides. Cultural shifts, fashion, monocles with HUD lenses, wearable copper interfaces, feathered mantles laced with circuitry. Social order. The working class accessed games before they could afford gramophones or cars. Play was the great equalizer. Education. By 1920, game parlors were integrated into schools as cognition tools. Television? Only partially. Instead of cathode ray tubes, this timeline developed echo screens, using rear-projected etched glass discs that mimicked motion. Think, circular looping scenes plus phonograph audio synced in real time. The most popular show in 1918 was The Gaslight Detectives, featuring a duo of inventors solving crimes using truth-tone machines and cog-based lie detectors. Why it didn't happen here. In our timeline, military funding focused on radio, automobiles, and direct wartime tech, not entertainment or domestic computing. Fellstrom's real-world counterpart died in an industrial accident in 1863, and mechanical computing was ultimately eclipsed by electrical logic circuits. Alternate Timeline 3. The Tesla-Popov synthesis world. Echo Timeline. Echo 6T, TV plus games co-emergence. 1924. Historical divergence point. Tesla and Popov were both disillusioned with their homeland politics and independently relocated to neutral Sweden in 1920. Their fusion of radio harmonics and voltage sculpting birthed the vortex oscilloscope, capable of painting light in mid-air using phase wave interference. Their first follow-up invention? A game called Thoughtform Mirror, where users viewed themselves through emotional filters and solved psycho-spiritual puzzles. Example TV series, Children of the Ether Wave, a slice-of-life dream stream, gentle family moments replayed through dream logic. The Harmonics Bureau, detectives using resonance anomalies, sound-based detectives solving emotional crimes. The Skystone Diaries, alt-history documentary with changing outcomes. A reimagined alt-history with mutable narration. Signals from Luma, family drama on a living moon. Domestic life on a moon that responds to your tone. Edge of the Silence, quiet horror anthology. Haunting tales told through tonal gaps. Example video games. Thoughtform Mirror, where users viewed themselves through emotional filters and solved psycho-spiritual puzzles. Solve puzzles that reflect your fears and hopes. Sanctum Zero, a virtual monastery game for healing trauma. Monastic pathfinding to heal inner trauma. Pulseborn, action RPG with waveform-based leveling. Level up through emotional resonance. Orbitrix, educational orbital strategy sim. Orbital physics meets geopolitics. Vibecaster, emotional DJ simulator. Create moods through waveform sculpting. Why it didn't happen here. Popov's real-world work was suppressed by post-revolutionary Soviet censors. Tesla's backers abandoned him after failed market ventures. Tesla's isolation and Popov's censorship meant their ideas were fragmented. No collaboration, no vortex oscilloscope, no emotional visual gaming ecosystem. Alternate timeline 4. Neo-Monarchic France. La Veuveline era. Echo timeline, Echo 12E. TV, invented, 1811. Historical divergence point. Following Napoleon's alternate death at sea, he drowned in a storm en route to Egypt. Royalists regained power and formed a Franco-Galvanic cultural initiative to restore France's global prestige through wonder. Funding went into voltaic spectacles instead of naval fleets. The royal court became obsessed with visual devotions, and court inventor Héloïse Charbonneau cracked the silver matrix resonance window, allowing the creation of La Veuveline. The invention of La Veuveline, the Royal Silver Matrix visual broadcast system, was dated to 1811, which marked the beginning of aristocratic TV equivalents. Example shows: nobility-only broadcasts. L'Opéra des Flammes combines fire dance and shadow box narrative. Pyrotechnic ballet. Echo du Jardin Astral, a romantic series set in a zodiac-based garden. Lovers trapped in a mythic garden. L'Horloge inversée, time travel series using a reversed clock motif. The court relives moments in reverse. La Cour des Rêves, dream court intrigue with psychic judges. Dream trials judged psychically. Les Soupirs de l'Éther, a mystery told entirely in whispered verse. Entirely whispered mystery series. No royal video games. This timeline emphasized passive splendor over interactive form. Video games were regarded as base distractions for the common class. Video games were not embraced by the nobility and instead emerged later among commoners, particularly in underground or artisan circles. Given the visual tech took root early, commoner gaming slowly developed from around 1825 to 1850, becoming more recognizable in form by the 1860s to 1870s. The current image in the background represents circa 1874, in a working-class Parisian household. This would be at the peak of underground video game emergence, when commoners built crude but creative devices using clockwork logic, spinning disk visual relays, and acoustic memory circuits, seen by the elites as base distractions, but by the masses as joy, community, and rebellion. The commoner's console, so to speak. Why it didn't happen here. Charbonneau's real-world designs were discredited as feminine folly and burned during a post-Napoleonic purge of court sciences. France pursued colonial war technologies instead. The artistic devotion to optical entertainment vanished. Alternate timeline 5. The Ludonauts of Alexandria. Echo timeline. Echo Infinity F. The mythic root. Games invented, circa 200 BCE. TV equivalent. Crystal glyphic reenactments, circa 100 BCE. Historical divergence point. In this strand, the Library of Alexandria survived, becoming a ludotechnic sanctum by 150 BCE. Heron of Alexandria's pneumatic mechanisms were turned into ethical simulators, interactive sacred chambers where choices triggered philosophical endings. They were called ludospheres. In multiple timeline branches with high ludosphere convergence, public spectacle always incorporated echo play zones. Place. Olympic Ludosphere Zone. Date: 344 AE, alternate era. Event: Ludonox Festival, Colosseum of Echo Fire. Gladiators played out mythic dramas via live puzzle combat, unlocking divine relics mid-battle to please the crowd. Above the arena, floating ludospheres showed audience participation overlays, including psychic bets, alternate battle scenarios, and dream voting. Between matches, children competed in memory games of Minerva, a series of sacred arcade-like simulations to prove mental dexterity. Winners were invited to scribe the dream tablets for their region. The ludosphere was recognized not as escapism, but as an extension of memory ritual and cultural cohesion, publicly displayed. Example games: The Eye of Minerva, a puzzle trial judged by Athena's gaze. Athena herself judges your insights. Labyrinth of the Daimonkin, a spiritual ego duel in mirrored halls. Spirit duels using personal reflection. Echoes of the Oracle, prophecy game with branching futures. Live branching futures read through symbolic interaction. Trial of the Four Winds, an elemental logic test. Balance puzzles attuned to the elements. The Feast of Reconciliation, a multiplayer ritual of emotional truth. A role-based multiplayer rite for soul healing. TV-like devices, crystal-based memory loops preserved performances of mystic dramas, played in light amphorae that projected reenactments via mirror glyphics. Why it didn't happen here. The Roman conquest obliterated the library, and with it the sacred gaming temples. Later rediscoveries, Leonardo, Kircher, failed to replicate the spiritual component, reducing the designs to curiosities rather than living culture. Across the multiverse, the timelines where we chose imagination over domination, emotion over profit, and resonance over radiation. These worlds thrived not just in what they built, but in who they became. In every one of them, the screen was not a prison, but a portal. And maybe, just maybe, the echoes of those worlds still linger in our dreams.